filmmaker in particular is either waiving or deferring his or her fee as a director, as a screenwriter, et cetera. So, and you might be able to get crewed up for friends that will work for free, or certainly, again, much less than their normal rate. And in terms of, the reason I took the mic is just to tell you in terms of the legal structure, what you can do if you have an investment contract with someone. By the way, the normal paradigm for an independent film is essentially the investors get their money back, sometimes plus a kicker. That's negotiable, whether they get 100% back or 110% or whatever back out of the first dollars that come in. And then the profits, quote unquote, after they've recouped, are split 50-50. That's essentially the paradigm model for independent film financing. So if you raise, if you have $1 million investment and the film makes $2 million, the first $1 million goes back to the investors, that second $1 million gets split 50% to the producers and 50% to the investors. In the case of deferments, you can structure that, again, it's negotiable. My attitude, depending on who I'm representing, is that deferments are part of the budget, so they should be what they call pari passu with the investors. In other words, you guys are getting paid out equally as the money comes in. Investors obviously prefer that not to happen, and then the deferments would be in the next tier after the recoupment of the investment. So the first $1 million would go to pay back the investors. The next $100,000 might go to pay your director's fee that you didn't get paid while you were making the film, or a $50,000 script fee, or whatever.
Yeah. Did you have a question for him? Well,
behind
okay.
him. Yeah.
What's the budget of the film?
Can we, actually, that's a question maybe we can discuss. And yeah, for production, pre-production, not really about financing. But you had a question?
Yeah, regarding Section 181, is it still in effect, and is 100% of the investment tax deductible?
My understanding is it is no longer in effect. I think it was extended. Is that correct? Yeah, I think it's over, unfortunately. It was a hot thing for a minute.
It's back in effect.
Oh, it has been extended again?
Until December this year.
Oh, I thought it expired in December of 15, so I didn't realize.
Right, it's back in effect up to 15 million that people can write off.
Just quickly, what I was going to say on deferments, I think it's extremely important, and the thing is, I've even structured them with name actor films and everything like that. To what he was saying is, everybody and their brother has been promised a deferment on a little independent film that they've never seen. So it's like when you say, oh, but we're going to give you a $50,000 deferment, they don't care. But if you can put that deferment in first position, or alongside the equity being recouped, that starts to mean something. So what I do typically is I'll build a 25% corridor for deferments from $1. So it's like when $100 comes in, 25 of those dollars goes towards deferments. So you can explain to people, like, I'm not going to promise you that you're going to see your whole deferment, but you will see money from the sales of this film at the same time. And I think that's a very good way to get low-budget movies made. And then just to also comment on the value of your film, yes, me as like a physical producer or somebody like as a filmmaker, like, oh, you bought this in for 50 grand, it looks great, that's impressive. But when you're going out to sell it and talking to sales agents, no, but you also don't want to lie too much and say that, oh, this is a $5 million film, but you don't have any name actors and it doesn't look like a $5 million film. So you just want to get in that right spot. But he's right. Include all your deferments, include all your in-kind services, to make it a decent budget.
We're going to get to questions and doing questions. Very quickly, before we get to questions, well, first of all, I just want to reiterate the wedding registry idea. I think that's awesome. I mean, it's just list everything that you need and then see who can give it to you. Sending out emails, however, lo-fi, hi-fi, through Seed and Spark, however you do it. By the way, are you a equity portal? But you will be or something? Or no, not interested.
A lot of things change.
Yeah. Okay, so the last question I want to ask is, and Cole touched on it briefly, is like, part of thinking about raising money, if you want to have a career as a filmmaker, you also have to think about your responsibilities to those people giving you money. And I just want to go down the line and talk about, you guys as case studies, what your responsibilities are, the people that gave you money, and then, each of you as well. And because you have to think about these things before you